All right, this is our video on Manifest Destiny, our notes for tonight. What I need you to do is to copy down the information. After this slide, everything is going to be numbered. Just put that information in the corresponding circle, and that should get you taken care of. So in the center circle, we have Manifest Destiny. And what Manifest Destiny is, it's just the complete whole idea of moving west, us as Americans moving west. It began in early 19th century, around 1803. I know that doesn't make sense. We'll talk about that another time. But it began in 1803 with the Louisiana Purchase. So we doubled the size of America that year. Judicial review was established that year. But once we started moving west, America kept on expanding. Now, we had a lot of problems with migration. We're going to talk about some of these migrant groups next week. But right now, what we need to know is that we had a lot of migration into America, which is a movement of people. And in this case, it's going to be very permanent. They're going to move from Ireland, Germany, even from Asia. Asia is going to come into California. But these groups are going to move over here to live permanently. The East Coast is going to overcrowd quickly. I mean, you're going to talk about you're going to talk about thousands of people coming at a time and trying to live in the same place where it's already fairly crowded. So they're going to want to move to this area, especially and start expanding west, because there's opportunities economically for land, gold, and different businesses they can establish. So the territory, what's going to happen is new land gained from purchases and treaties. We're going to have this new land. We're going to talk about the specific lands later on this unit, but for right now we just have to know that we're expanding. We're going to take over this stuff, and these territories are going to be we're going to call them territories, which they're not a state, they're just the land. We own it, and they have to go through the stuff in the Northwest Ordinance to be able to establish themselves as a state. We had the Homestead Act, where we had 160, you as a person could get 160 acres if you promised to live on that property for 5 years and pay the taxes for the 5 years. So essentially what you had to do is you got free land, 160 acres, and then you got to live on it for 5 years and pay those taxes for it. And then congratulations, that's your territory. So it was a really good deal. Now, people want to go west to explore. There's new lands to settle. People are going to go to these places that have never been explored before, and they're going to have opportunities for good things. People are also going to go here for quicker and safer routes. They're going to try to find the ways around the different Native American tribes, around the weather, and try to find ways to get people to safety going west. We're going to have this idea of expansion. Westward expansion is all the stuff west of the Mississippi River. That's where Manifest Destiny took place. This goes with our Northwest Ordinance notes we did yesterday, where it provided procedures for territories turning into states. And so to become a state, 5,000 men who own 50 acres, 60,000 people total, and establish self-government or democracy, just like we talked about. Now, we're going to have a lot of conflict as we expand. We talked about before with Jackson and the Native Americans. As we moved west, we moved them off their territory. So we're going to be having a lot of conflict with the Native American tribes as we continue to expand. We're going to have this issue with Great Britain, where 54-40 or fight, where we're going to have this borderline between in the Oregon Territory of America and British territory in Canada. And finally, the U.S.-Mexican War. We're going to have California, New Mexico, Texas, Nevada, Arizona. All these areas are going to be completely America's following this war. So it's going to cause a lot of issues there. So these are your notes. Just make sure you get everything copied down and ready to go.